Nice.
This is a nice shoulder opener, especially for surfing and anything that you're using your shoulders a lot for. Okay, and then you can work on a hip opener at the same time and just use Konasana, just let the hips open up, let gravity work on that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when you are pretty new to trying stuff like this, okay? Because the shoulders usually are really tight when you first start and trying to open them up like this. So once you get used and comfortable to that, then you can move on to something a little bit more involved. And this is where you just have to pay close attention to how comfortable it is and that there's no sharp edges poking into ribs or anything. So that you have wide edge of a block.
Mm-hmm.
Just really work on trying to engage your core and just let that upper body open. Always 5 good breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Straight legs if you wish. You can really just like really let the ribs expand and contract. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you want to go a little further, then come up on the edge here and really find where it's comfortable. Okay. So bringing it on the vertebrae or in the thoracic spine. And that feels okay. And just like let it go. With that chest open, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go, move it around and go up a little higher, but keep the hips on the ground because that stabilizes you. A lot of people go real high up on those things and it's scary me, so I'm like, oh, no, just take it slow, So, there we go, with a little bit more, let the head fall back and then the cervical spine can drape down over the block. You're really opening up that upper thoracic spine. So with all the different tensions we're dealing with the body is when you feel that that's appropriate, you feel okay, that you've opened up the chest and now you want to move on to something else. Just come back down and let everything sort of even out on the floor, let everything go. And just in case any little shifts happened in your vertebrae or your rib cage, just make sure that you even it all out. So once again, bringing the knees up and just hug them in and get that spine to just flatten out. So just in case anything got moved around and it's at a weird angle so that you don't get hurt and there's not any discomfort. Straightening it out, bring the chin down, flattening the lower back into the floor and just getting the spine nice and opened up again. And let it go. Just being really thorough, just really mindful and honor the body. Okay, so that's good therapy for a lot of people, especially Westerners, because we sit like this and we lean over stuff. And this is where we carry a ton of tension. All our stresses. If you know when you get stressed out, it manifests here in the neck, shoulders, and right in this, what we call the T section, okay? And where the shoulders and the spine meet, just manifests tons of tension, and usually stress immediately is the cause of that, and that just tenses up that area, and then it travels outwards, and nerves get pinched and things like that. So, yeah, just this is very important. So by opening it up, getting it a little bit more pliable, breathing into it, we might be able to get some of that tension out of there.
All right. Yeah,
so
sounds good.
That is good for your friends. You can show them that simple therapy, but make sure they bring the knees up to the chest because that straightens everything out. Just so that there's nothing goes wrong. I just want to be really thorough and not have someone come
Yeah.
off of this thing and suddenly they get up to go get a drink of water and it's like, oh, you know, or something. So just being, you know, real mindful of the body and keeping it open. So
All right.
that is